Hello everybody, welcome back. Thanks for joining Tarot from the Closet. I'm still traveling, but tomorrow I will be back, and I feel like starting tomorrow for a little bit, I feel like I'll have like a solid place to maybe have like a table. But you know what, I kind of like doing tarot on the floor. But I thought I would just do a nighttime reading tonight. It'll be timeless. So for whenever this message finds you, it could be for you. Again, this is a general message, so, a general reading for the collective. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Feel free to reverse the energies, whatever makes sense to you. Use your intuition. In terms of what messages are for you. Don't force the message ever. Ooh, devil wanted to pop up there. It is Capricorn. We're not quite an Aquarius, but I feel like that shift's just happening. But we've had some good Capricorn energy to start off the year. All right. Let's see where we go. I'll lay out the cards and I'll go through them. Please. Messages for the collective, for their highest good. Protected messages for the collective's highest goods. Okay. Let's go. Okay. Up, and the devil card's back. Okay. Okay. Oh wow. Okay. All right. There's some intensity to this reading, and I will say today I've felt a lot of intensity today. So let's start looking at this. So underlying the reading, kind of the energy that's driving the reading, and or something that's hidden, right, that we're not seeing, is the Three of Swords. So we're starting off here with this situation is being driven by a painful, some pain. Yeah, I feel like there definitely is, I'm getting a strength energy here, truthful energy, like facing pain, almost she is in pain, but she's accepting it, right? She's facing it. She's strong because she's experienced it. But right now it feels exposed, maybe. It's exposed. We'll come back to that. But yeah, definitely being driven, again, painful situation. So you're showing up as the devil. Now, I actually love the depiction of the devil in this deck. I will say it's possible that you are a Capricorn. You don't have to be. But you're showing up in this, again, this devil energy, but it's sort of like, again, you're kind of in the fire right now. So right now, you're showing up having to deal with, and I'm getting a lot of intensity, or having to restrain yourself from something that is addictive. It's sort of like, if you're on keto and like basically being put into a candy store. You know, it's like you're just, whatever it is that you're trying to release, you're trying to resist for your own good, maybe whatever had caused you pain in the past, whatever you're facing, you're really trying to overcome this, but it's just like you're in it. And she's just really trying to harness all the power that she has to restrain herself. But the intensity is there. So you may be in a period of time where you're just feeling a lot of intensity, a lot of emotions come up. Could be anger. I'm getting a little bit of anger. Like if you're doing some heart chakra work, if you're really trying to do some healing and there's just, you know, you're hitting a layer there's some anger there, which, yeah. Something about like, you know, do you see me? Can you see what this has done? Can you see how this has hurt me? Even looking into yourself, right? Do you see what you do sometimes, how it hurts me? The situation here is King of Swords, though. So King of Swords is the situation. I mean, you could be dealing with an air sign. But again, we are going from Capricorn season to Aquarius season. So it's interesting. We're going from, you know, so this could be kind of even timing here. You're really in a energy of Capricorn right now, or you have been, where you've been putting in a lot of hard work. You've been working on clearing out some of this pain or avoiding painful situations, things that you know that hurt you. And now we're moving into the situation where it's, you know, more of a Aquarian energy, more, I don't know, just a bigger energy, maybe a little bit more a time of clarity, a time of direction, being very decisive about something. So maybe, again, putting in the work, though it felt like, you know, putting in the work in the beginning, it really does feel like a lot of intensity of emotions. And now the mind might be very clear in terms of about the direction that it would take. Now, the opportunity here is the Knight of Swords, though. Now, the Knight of Swords, again, it's a card of anxiety. It's a card of fear. It has that clarity card, though, so the Eight of Swords. You know, for me, it still kind of feels like it's more of an opportunity to move out of this energy. It's sort of like facing the truth. Like, it's an opportunity to face the truth. She has the Eight of Swords up here. She's not wanting to look. She's not wanting to look at the sword, the truth of the matter. You know, again, here, this facing the pain, and now it's sort of like facing the truth. It's facing the truth of what lies beneath that pain. You know, sometimes we see things in a different perspective in the moment. You know, it for some and through everyone's journey, there's often times where we look outside or externally in terms of what causes us pain, and then ultimately you face the truth, and you have to face yourself and see your part in it, see the patterns that you've developed. Again, see these patterns compassionately that you've developed in terms of keeping you safe when you were younger. But now you have to face the truth of whatever it is you have to grieve associated with that, or whatever emotions are underneath that, such as maybe some of this anger. But what the universe is telling you right now is that this is healing. This is healing. This is big healing. This is not Four of Swords healing. This is Major Arcana healing. And it will permeate, right? Whatever you heal for yourself, you also be healing others, right? It's transmutation, and it's a transmuting this energy. It's alchemy, right? And I get this from this card too. She's really harnessing Just harnessing the intensity, right? What can you harness it into? Well, towards the end of your reading, the possible outcome, the Ace of Wands, right? Harnessing it into passion, something very passionate, something new, a new idea, something that feels true to you, because in the very near future you have the Ace of Cups. So again, self-love, your truth, again, really, again, facing that truth with this transmutation of some of this intensity, when you are able to release and heal some of this, and it brings you closer to yourself, this Ace of Cups, which combined with the Ace of Wands is an amazing energy of purpose. Again, because purpose really, for me, is the most healing vibration. I say this in other videos, I think, but when you can't separate passion from your own self-love, your own experience, whatever you go through, whatever it is that you uniquely go through, when it cannot be separated, when you feel so connected to this passion because of it feels so true to you, then you very much heal. You can very much show compassion to that, to your path that you've taken. You trust yourself that you went through these things for a reason. So timing card, 6 of Cups. So, you know, this could be 6 months. This could be a period of 6 months. You've been working on this for 6 months, or this will come to resolution in about 6 months' time. In the near future, you have the Magician, though, so you're definitely feeling empowered. I feel like there is this process that happens where you're feeling empowerment. You've shown yourself that you can resist, or you've shown yourself you can control, or you've shown what needs to be released to yourself, and you're facing it. You're facing that truth. You're facing whatever it is that you need to face, or releasing whatever it is you need to release. You're feeling empowered to do so, doing all of these, tackling it from multiple angles in terms of showing yourself that you can, having the mindset, facing tougher, becoming aware of things that you might have not become aware of, is really leading you to embody the belief that you can really heal this, and you can make a difference, maybe for yourself, maybe for others as well. I just feel like the universe is saying you're doing your part and they're doing their part. You're supported. What's fading away, and again, what I see in the past energy and, you know, where you currently are is this King of Wands. So fire energy, you could be dealing or have dealt with a fire sign. It's possible. It could just be, again, a prior situation that brought up this same level of intensity, or right now, currently you are reviewing, right? You're reviewing this situation. We can maybe clarify a couple of these if we feel, but it seems linked. It's the only really 2 fire cards here, and it's for some of you, this could only be for some. There could have been something you wanted to take action on, or you did take action on in the past. Something you felt pretty confident about, but may not have, you know, may have ended in, you know, pain. You're showing up right now, though. I mean, you're in a good energy right now and in the very near future, because you have the 10 of Cups and the Ace of Cups. So, you know, you're seeing there's something you've realized, or there's, you're very much in a higher vibration right now, currently. And how you're showing up the situation is really in terms of seeing the positives, having it be almost a, again, awakening of purpose. Ace of Wands with the Ten of Cups. That's a new, passionately but connected experience. It just feels like a purpose. It feels like purpose. It feels like it is your mission. It is your ultimate fulfillment in terms of your spiritual path. And I feel like you're in the vibration, but you're not necessarily sure exactly which way to go or how to attack it. And I think this energy's been coming up where just do it to do it, right? Don't, again, don't set, this came up, I feel like in the reading the other day, it's, don't necessarily attach it to a specific objective, just participate in that vibration. I think for some of you might be afraid that you'll make a wrong decision, that you have made a wrong decision, but there's also a part of you that likes having options or is more comfortable in a state of, in environments where things can change, where you're not necessarily rooted down. Like you'd get bored if it was the same all the time. There might be a state of comfort in indecision, that you don't necessarily need to take action, or you could just be afraid that something like this could happen again if you start over, if you start something new. Okay, but I do feel like whatever you have walked away from, it feels like it brings balance. It's like speaking your truth, it's like walking the walk, talking the talk, I'm hearing, like, and it's really showing yourself love, whatever this decision was. It's really showing, it is holding yourself, choosing yourself, is what I'm saying. It's choosing yourself. There's something that wants to be clarified. I kind of want to see this, let's clarify the near future, this Ace of Cups, the near future, like what's happening right now. Oops, a lot of cards. Ace of Cups. Why is the Ace of Cups here? Queen of Pentacles, Five of Wands, the World, yeah. So definitely putting an end to some internal conflict, and again, bringing this nurturing energy, the Queen of Pentacles energy. It's seeing the opportunity in this. It's also nurturing something that you value. It's really about valuing yourself here. It's really valuing yourself, which in that sense is avoiding, putting an end to this pattern of intensity, of conflict, right? We're getting a lot of that, right? This Wands energy that's just showing up, kind of linked to the Devil energy. So whatever it is, she's not looking at this conflict anymore. She's looking at this pentacle, and that pentacle is really herself in this case. Let's look at the Ace of Wands in the possible outcome. Oh, Five of Cups, Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords, and Temperance. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely an opportunity to, again, transmute this energy, right? So you have this Temperance card. So this is here. This is that healing energy. This is the universe helping you out, yourself helping you out in terms of transmuting this Five of Cups, really linked to this Three of Swords, right? This grief. This grief that definitely, again, this Knight of Wands here, this Knight of Swords comes in. So this King of Swords energy, again, this situation, it's like, again, even though this is earth energy, it's fire and swords, right? We see fire in this card. So it really is this, it's the thought. It's what this is. It's the idea. It's this clarity. It's facing this truth, this mindset change, this kind of an aha moment in a way. It brings very quick healing that creates this Knight of Wands. This it really does like alchemize this grief that has this intensity, this intense grief. But there's anger to it, there's grief, there's anger, there's just this resentment. It's something you're holding on to, and there really is this release when you're able to see things clearly, really when you face that truth. Maybe we can get a little bit just information, a little bit on this Knight of Swords. What is this truth? Oh, Queen of Swords, okay. Three of Pentacles. I think I see the message. Let's go one more card. King of Pentacles, okay. You could have been dealing with an earth sign, don't have to, but there is Capricorn energy as well. But it's saying, facing the truth, it's seeing the lesson. It's the Pentacle, it's the lesson that's of value. It's how you can see this differently. Is see the value in the lesson. See the value in the lesson and see how others need to see this lesson as well. Yeah. Maybe one more card, but it's seeing the value in the lesson. That's kind of what sets us free. Let me just get one on this King of Swords for clarification. Page of Cups. Linking to that Ace of Cups. Yeah, it's definitely looking at your... Yeah, it's holding yourself in higher value. It really is. It's this Page of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles. It's really... The situation here is really, again, seeing clearly. Facing the truth in terms of having to see yourself as valuable. Put yourself first. This really is the message of putting yourself first. And that's going to really help you release some of whatever you're holding on to. It's about self-respect for some of you. Standing in that self-respect sheds a lot of... It starts the process. It starts the process. It starts the healing process. Yeah. It starts the healing process. It really puts you in a direction towards that high vibration, that self-fulfillment, the ability to show compassion for yourself. Really forgive yourself. There's an element of forgiveness as well. That's a beautiful reading. And if some of you are experiencing both of these energies at the same time, like you feel like you flip-flop, you have good days, you feel this high vibration energy, you feel this Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands, Ten of Cups, you know, a beautiful energy. And then there are other times where you fall back into moments of intensity, moments of sadness or grief, questioning your self-confusion, seeing all sorts of opportunities, but then sometimes seeing what you may have given up. Just know that both can coexist. That is when you start accepting duality, when you really can embody and accept duality, and that things that seem to conflict or not be able to be present together can coexist, and you stop labeling one as good and one as bad, and just understand the difference of how they feel, how different how the energies feel inside you, and just accept that energy is like the weather, and you're gonna have periods of time where you feel like this, but then sometimes you feel like this. You know, sometimes you're in the intensity, and sometimes you're in, you know, the flowy water. Sometimes you're in more of an air energy. Sometimes you're more detached and more cerebral, more clear cut, more, you know, yeah, just direct and fast, you know, like you're swift, right? Like you really unrestricted. You can be in all the different elements, right? All the time, anytime, at the same time. So when you just start realizing that it's just about accepting what is and not labeling it, but recognizing and being compassionate to yourself that, yeah, this is uncomfortable, but it just is. A lot can open up. There's a lot that can open up when you can embody that, and it takes time. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time, but I feel like this reading is saying that's the progression, because you're there. You're there. So it's beautiful. All right. I have blabbed long enough, but that's what I'm getting. Thank you for joining. I hope that this message resonated. If it did, if you enjoyed my videos, I would love the support. Please like and subscribe, or share with someone else that may find this video useful. I hope it resonated, and I hope to see you soon.